Alrighty then, let's begin with stream. We are playing some basketball. GM. That's what we're doing. It is basketball GM time. I'm just looking at something on Twitter, pretending like I'm playing the game. There's all these Twitter bots that will like retweet your stream and stuff because they want you to follow them. So it's a way for them to be some scammy scammers. What up, Ferret? Let's start playing the game. We're gonna start a totally new league. I'm gonna call it Wiz. We're of course going to be the monument with some random players. Let's get it started. And of course we have to see what the basketball GM gods have bestowed upon us. Garbage. What up, Lizzie? Welcome to the stream. That was a bit much. What up? What up? So we have garbage. Bunch of older players, and they're all garbage. Lots of trash on the team. So maybe what we need to do is take the trash out. Of course, we're going to do that with the trading block. We got one decent player here, Zach Adams, who is on his way out. Get some trade proposals here. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make a really good straight up trade, except we have these 3 contracts here, all of which will be expiring this season. So it might be a good pickup. Actually, this one's an interesting one because maybe we could flip it again for a pick or something. But straight up, there's nothing. So what we're going to do is... Well, when does his contract end? Oh yeah, he's on the books for a little bit, so we got to get rid of homeboy. Oh no, this doesn't work. I thought it would work, but it doesn't. Sadness. Oh, here's the one that works. Yeah, okay. All right. So we're going to do that with the Seattle Symphony. Nice doing business with you. Okay, so now we have 3 contracts that are done at the end of the season, which is great. And we have another contract that we could potentially flip. Aaron Taylor here. Not a bad young player. Could really help out a team. So let's see what we can get here. A 2nd round pick. We could trade it for a straight up 2nd round pick, which is probably the best that we're going to get. Because we want to tank. We are in tank-ola mode. And I think that is the best that we're going to get. for meow. So we're gonna do that. Let me try to stretch this a little bit so that it gives me the bigger view. It might bleed into the chat a little bit. Let's see. Let's see how bad it gets. Because it'd be nice if we had the full on, right? But then the chat's kind of in the way. So that's kind of the issue. But whatever. You guys don't mind, I'm sure. Just do the full screen here. Maybe we don't even need the chat. Maybe that's just gonna distract everybody. What up, creeper? I don't know. We'll see what you guys think. If the chat bothers you on the screen, let me know. All right. So this is an interesting player here, but it's not our player. We're going to go back to the trading block and see if there's any other contracts that we can move out of the way now, especially these two. I want to get rid of these two because they're on the books for a little bit. Can we get all three of these out of here? Can we do that? Because that would be magical. Wow, okay, so we can dump all three of those contracts for this one player who has an expiring contract this season as well. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to clean house. Gone. Boom. Back to the trading block. So we are pretty good. If we can get rid of Kevin here, then we will be the worst team ever for this season. Just this season. We're going to pick things up next season. So we have an expiring contract here as well with the Whirlwind. We're going to do that. Okay, so we have cleaned house. We have nothing. There's no way that we're going to win any games. Good. Okay. So let's do this though. I always like to just max out the financials early on because it takes a couple of seasons for them to rise to the value that you set them to. So it's not immediate. By the time we're a contending team, we should have 2.5. By the time we're a contending team, hopefully we'll be making the money to match what we have set here. So we have it for the minimum. We'll put the ticket prices up to 60. We'll be greedy. I know we're tanking, but the fans got to pay. Okay, we're not running some free shop over here. Even if you want to see some scrubs mopping up the court with their ripped up Nike jerseys, then you got to pay, brother. So here we go. On to the regular season. And we are going to get it started onward to the playoffs, and we're just terrible. Absolutely horrible. This is disgusting. That's it, Creeper. That's right. You gotta pay to watch people lose so bad. Look, we made 50 million this season. We were the worst team, weren't we? We go to the power rankings. We weren't even the worst team. I mean, we lost the most games. We're gonna have the best chance in the lottery. But we were still ranked better than some of these other teams. We have the worst talent in the league by far, but our terrible talent works better together than some of these teams that have better talent. So that's funny. That's silly. That's so silly. Onward through the playoffs, where I don't give a shit what is happening. We have the Seattle Symphony winning all of the beans. And Now for the most interesting part, the draft lottery, where we have a 25% chance for the first overall pick. So let's get it started. So far, so good. That's good for me. I don't want to see anything get all messed up. Oh no. Oh no. So we fell to the 4th pick. Damn it, Creeper, how did you call that? Fuck. I blame Creeper. This is all Creeper's fault. Just so everybody is aware. Son of a bitch. Onward to the draft where I'm picking 4th. And we have a very nice player here. Tommy Morse, who I am not going to get. But we have some other opportunities as well. So all is not lost. Shemek Gully here is not who I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Chase Dirdes. Ball handler. He's 20. I mean, I could pick Djokovic here, who's just a year older, but has 10 more overall, around the same potential. That's fucked up too, because he went right before. Like, if I had any of the other options, I would have got him. Son of a mother. Who has the highest potential here? Shemek Gully. But I want Chase. We're gonna get a point guard. It's okay that his overall is low. We're gonna tank again next season. And then we're gonna mix it up with Javon Blackwood here. Very young center. Has some nice stats to start off. Height 83, inside 100. So, you know, maybe one of these days it could be a solid backup. What happened here? Javon Blackwood. You're on the squad. Welcome. I lost some people. That's fine. It's okay. Oh wow, we're losing everybody. That is A-okay. So let's go to free agency, where we have lots and lots and lots of moolah. A lot of moolah. Now, I don't want to sign anybody really great at this point. I would sign Jordan Carter here, but they won't sign with me. Some low players. So Giannis Timma here is interesting. 56 overall, 68 potential for 12 mil. We can see how they grow in the off season. What do they want through 2019? We could trade that easy. I think it's worth signing that now, just to see where they go. We got to fill out the team anyway. And I'd like to just tank one more season. Just one. I'm not being greedy. Maybe sign some of these other really young guys with poor overall but decent potential. There's not a whole lot. Jeremiah Wright does not want to sign with me. That's so sad. That makes me sad. They don't wanna sign a contract with me. That's so sad. Makes me so sad. Okay. So I think we are good. We need to find one more scrub to sit on the old bench-a-rooney. Here we go. So we've got our 4th overall pick, Chase Durdas. We've got our free agent signing, who we will see how they develop. We've got our second round pick, Javon Blackwood. And we're going to see what happens. What sort of, what sort of magic happens in the offseason or in the preseason. Wow, Chase Durdas popped 16 right off the break. Javon Blackwood popped 7. Giannis Tima, the one that we just signed in the offseason, popped 6. So everybody that I just picked is stepping their game up. Javon Blackwood earned his way onto the starting roster. So howdy doody motherfuckers. We might actually win some games this season. Not that I was hoping we would, but let's simulate to the playoffs. Oh no, we're not going to win anything. Oh no, it's not going to happen at all. Chase Durda's PER is 10. That is horrid. That is absolutely despicable. He looks like he's got all the tools, but he's just underperforming. Lonzo Ball right there for you. We just drafted Lonzo Ball. How about Lonzo Ball getting his second triple-double? He got his second triple-double on the exact same day. I guess it's the same, because he was the youngest player to get his first triple-double in the NBA. And he got his second triple-double at the exact same age as LeBron James, I believe. To the day. Fun fact. Brought to you by ESPN's non-stop fucking coverage of Lonzo Ball. Alright, so none of our players did anything worth mentioning. Onward to the lottery, where we have the number 1 pick. Well, we'll see if we got the number 1 pick. So far, everything is going well. Everything is going according to plan. Creeper, don't say anything. Okay, you fucked me last time. Son of a bitch! We're just gonna move on. I'm gonna be picking 4th once again, which is fine. That's exactly what I wanted. I like that number. Not sad at all. Exactly what I wanted. Oh God. Oh. I was just trying to make a funny sound with a Coke can. And all I did was release a shitload of carbonation into my lungs. Oh God. Okay. That wasn't smart. Okay. Where were we? Oh, I was gonna get another shitty pick. Matt Troy. You're on it. Power forward. Young enough. I don't know. Maybe we should get A.D. Rivera. Check out the stats here. Just shitty stats. 73 potential. That's all they got going for him. But then Matt Troy here. Got a little bit of height. Got some strength to him. Got some blocks to him. Got a little inside to him. Gonna get up Matt Troy. And then we'll get another center by the name of Plummer Landry. No. Yes. Yes. Plummer Landry. Welcome to the team. Carbonation. Carbonish, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Except for sugary drinks. Those just kill you slowly. So we're gonna let all these scrubs go, and I think we have to win this time around. We gotta find some ballers that want to play with us. Nobody wants to sign on my team. This is gonna be very difficult. We're gonna have to sign a bunch of relics and see if they can scrap together a winning season for us. El Barro here. Look at El Barro. Guard forward, 62, maxed out, 25 years old. But El Barro got that three-point shot, got that athleticism, handling those balls with a perimeter defender attribute to round it all out. And he's so happy to sign with us. Why is he so eager to sign with us? I don't understand that. El Barro. All right, El Barro. Let's do that. El Barro. That is what happens when somebody bets your dad to name his kid something at the bar. They're like, I bet you won't name him El Barro. Fuck, I won't. Get over here, El Barro. Stupid fucking kid. Okay, who else are we gonna get? Jeff Weldon. Jeff Weldon is 32 years old. So this is not... This is not gonna go well. I have drafted myself into a hole. So we gotta sign all these B teamers and try to make the best out of it. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but we need to win some games. We'll get another point guard. Here he's got the passer ability, so coming off the bench, skedaddling with a couple of assists. And hopefully some of our younger players develop as well. We don't have to rely on everybody here, but we definitely need to sign another forward. That would put me over the salary cap. I have 19 million. So maybe we need who's the best rebounder in the game? Can we sign them? No, but we can get Justin Peckinpah. Justin Peckinpah. Let's get Justin Peckinpah because he's got that rebounding, got that post scoring, and he can stretch the floor. He's probably gonna lose all of his potential and overall in a little bit. So we need one more player. We just essentially bought a team full of scrubs because I fucked up all of the drafting. Holy shit. I'm gonna get fired. This is not going to end well. Let's just waste all of the money on this idiot here. Okay, so we were 1-81 last season. Let's go to the preseason and see how our team develops. Everybody worthwhile got worse. Except for Matt Troy. Matt Troy was we drafted him, right? Pretty sure we drafted him like 4th. Yeah, he was 4th. In this guy we just drafted. Just drafted him and he popped 10. Everybody else got worse. So yeah, my deepest nightmares have been realized. That fucking sucks. So let's go ahead and simulate. We're losing a lot of money, lots of money, but we were winning games. So that's interesting. If we go to the power rankings here, we are actually hovering right outside the top 10. And we managed to make a 3 seed. So the owners got to be happy. We are we're doing something. Let's go ahead and simulate 1 week here. 1 week. We made it out of the first round by defeating the Cheesesteaks. That is awesome. So now we have lost in the second rounds to the Pittsburgh Rivers, I believe, is their name. So let's just simulate one more day. Oh, fuck. Plummer Landry is injured. I think half my team is injured right now. Okay, just 2 players. But Matt Troy, my man Matt Troy. Let's check out their stats. So our best scorer was only putting up 17 points, Giannis Timma. That's sad. But Eric Roberts here was dishing out 7 assists, which is pretty nice. I like that. Justin Peckinpah was grabbing 8.5 rebounds. So basically, there's no reason for us to be in the playoffs. It's like Toronto every time they make it. Okay. That's fine. Back to the playoffs. Let's take it one more game. Oh, we're gone. That's it. Oh. Can we come back? Can we streak this? No. No, we can't. We're just going to simulate through the end here. We just got fucked up. And Matt Troy made the all-rookie team, which is nice. Very nice. So money is an issue. I have to do better next year. We'll probably sell more tickets, I imagine. It's a very nice player right here, Franz Nefau. 48 and 87, 20 years old. Young center. Start the draft, shall we? Very surprised he didn't go first overall. Very surprised. Max Wall's taking the first overall spot. We can get our own center. James Keith here. But I would rather pick up a shooting guard named Charles Ward. You're on the team. Tighten up them laces. And then we'll just get some young scrub to pick up all the ripped Nike jerseys off the court when we're done. Resign our players here. Giannis Timma put up 17 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, and 3 assists with an 18 PER. Probably one of the best performers on the team. But I don't want to give you 23 million. No, I don't want to do that. But Javon Blackwood over here asking for 3.4 mil. Putting up 5.7 points, 4 rebounds, 14.8 PER. That's reasonable. That's realistic. So we're going to do that. Blackwood. Doing the do. Onward. Free agency once again. For Giannis Timma. Gonna have to find a new team that wants to put up with this shitty contract. Another problem is that I do have a lot of shitty contracts. Lots of them. I am a fine collector of shitty contracts at the moment. And it makes me sad on the inside and the outside. So here's the thing. We have some young guards here who are putting up some points, putting up some numbers. Still young. I want to get them on the team. So what we're going to have to do is shake and move a little bit here. We're going to have to work the phones. My man El Barro is the biggest contract, and he is a stinker. El Barro is an absolute stink fest. His name should be El Stinko, which I think is Spanish for the stinko. All right, Stinko. You're gone. Where can we dump you? Now, first round pick would be nice. Surely. Surely it would be nice, but I don't think it's realistic. We would have to pick up a pretty nasty contract. And I don't think that we're totally going to shave his contract away. Best we can hope for is not getting too screwed over. What if we package him up with something else? Like a young point guard by the name of Eric Roberts. How would that shake up the trade? Well, that would actually give us access to a interesting player here in John Sika, who is fairly young, 67 overall. No, we're trying to clean up the house here. Here's a first round from Cleveland. I don't know how's Cleveland doing these days. If we go to the power rankings, where's Cleveland? Cleveland. Curses are terrible. So if we could get that first round pick, we wouldn't actually be helping Cleveland. We would be helping ourselves. So let's negotiate with the partner roses right here. Let's see. Let's have a little look-see and see if we can see something over here. What if we propose this trade? They think I'm crazy. But what would make this work? You can have anybody you want. I just want the picks. Okay, so you're going to take El Stinko. You're going to take Matt Troy, which actually makes me a little sad to see Matt Troy go. Eric Roberts didn't eat a bag of dicks. That's cool for me. That's fine. I just want the first round pick because I feel like we can trade Chris Johnson for maybe something else nice. We'll go back to the trading block here. Let's see what we can do. Then we can get a first round pick for Atlanta while picking up a very, very nice interior player here in Prince Notley. Big contract, but he puts up 16 points and 8.5 rebounds with an 18 PER. So even though he's got the big contract, comes without a first round pick from Atlanta. So let's check out the power rankings here. Atlanta Gold Club is a fucking terrible team. So we can get another first round pick without helping that team out. So we're going to negotiate here. I actually want to keep this player, 25 years old, solid interior player. Let's make that trade. We'll go back to the trading block here and see if we can dump some of these other garbage contracts. Look at that. We got a bunch of first round picks. How fucking fancy is that? But now we have to do a little bit of taking out the trash. That's not gonna work. What if we package in some more garbage here? Ooh. The contending Seattle Symphony are offering up a first round pick. But we have to do a lot of magic with numbers to make that happen. When is this first round pick though? It's a 2021, so it's a couple of seasons from now. Let's talk. Chris Johnson here. What if we straight up trade for Chris Johnson? Older player. You're getting a young piece plus 2 contributors and their shitty contracts. Would you be okay with that? They think I'm crazy. And they're right, gosh golly. But what would make this trade work? Now they want a first round pick from me. That's not happening. So what if we just trade these guys individually? I didn't even think about that. We're doing so much mixing and matchulating that I didn't even consider a straight up trade. And we're not looking for perfection here. We're just looking to dump the contract. But it seems as though we're not even going to get to do that. But would they, and that's a young player too. So we're kind of stuck here. Chase Dordas is a huge fucking disappointment. For a player that's 66 overall, to play 29 minutes and put up 13 points and 5 assists, to 15 PER, 16 PER. Like, let's just shop homeboy around. First round pick offer, straight up. They don't have the money. It's only 5 mil that they need to clear out unless they're way over. We could trade him to the Toronto Beavers straight up for a first round pick, a 2023. I think we're gonna do that because I think this guy's gonna get worse. I don't think he's gonna get better. We're gonna flag him. Boop. Add it to the watch list, and we're gonna do this trade straight up. We're just stacking picks up. Bam, a lamb, a jam. Back to the trading block. And let's see if we can just dump a couple of these shitty fucking contracts. That would be cool. We can sign some guys off right here. So essentially this is 3 mil here. So we're trading a 7.5 mil contract for 3 mil in contracts, which I suppose we're gonna have to do. There's not really a whole lot of options there, so we'll do that. When do these guys expire? 21, 20, 21, 20. But they're not too big. It's fine. Might even be able to dump them later for like second rounders. So we'll take that. Just trying to shave as much money as we can because we do want to make some free agent signings. We're still trying to win here. We've been losing too long. I don't want to get fired. We got to make some magic happen now. Actually, that's probably all we're going to get. Do we have any money freed up? How much do we have?
18 mil. So we got a little bit of money, not enough to get, you know, the guy that I wanted, but we can do some interesting things here. Like maybe just sign a bunch of these young players and see how they develop. They're on the cheap, right? Like let's just sign these guys on the cheap and see what develops from them. Look at that, dirt fucking cheap with some good potentials. So we're gonna fill up on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to the buffet and the food doesn't look good, but it might taste good, so you're like, all right, fuck it. We're just paying. We're gonna pay for this buffet. And then sometimes you get lucky, and then sometimes you get food poisoning. But you know, you don't know unless you grab a fucking plate and sit down. We're gonna grab that plate. See if there's some other cheaperonis that we can pick up. Like Will Garrick here. Cheap. We're just gonna sign long. Going long on Will here. So long. So long. Orlando Harmon is actually a beast distributor. 8 assists per game. Only asking for 2.3 mil. 11 points. Oh, my roster is full. We need to clean house a little. Oh yeah, this is ridiculous. Some of these might be rookies that we can clear out. Okay. Back to where was Homeboy? On the third page, right? Yeah, like how did this person fall? We're just gonna give you the full 5 seasons. Of course we're gonna give that to you. We're not stupid. We're trying to win championships. And then Jerome Contier also has some fairly good stats, could turn into a decent backup. So okay, so this is our fucking weird ass team. We have a shitload of first round picks. We made the second round last season. We're going to see how our players develop. We have a lot of young players that I hope develop positively. And we got some good things out of some of them, actually. This is not bad. Popping 9, popping 10. Harmon popped 6. So some nice things happened here. We have a young developing team, and hopefully we can clear out some contracts later. I was hoping Notley would improve a bit more, but what are you going to do? So let's get this season started and see what the boys can do. Not a whole lot, but we're making profit. If we could just like finish 50%. Oh, or over 50%. We're catching up here. Team is gelling, and we made a 7th seed, so we made good profit. We made the playoffs, and that is going to. Why is there a network error? Why does Twitch say 2000 network error? Is that normal? No, I guess it's okay now. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Okay. So okay, cool. Barrett sees it, so it must be good. So we're gonna simulate through the playoffs here. I don't expect much out of the playoffs here. We managed to make it to the semifinals though, which is pretty fucking dope. We don't have anybody. No, Matt Troy. Matt Troy. is the fucking finals MVP in his second season? Are you kidding me? Why? What the fuck? So during the regular season, he scored 15 points and 6 rebounds. In the playoffs, he scored almost 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, increasing his field goal percentage as well. Has never attempted a three-pointer. What in the flying fuck nugget? What is this? Okay, cool. So, he's a fucking championship. He's a fucking champion. Finals MVP. And he made the rookie team when he was with us. Son of a bitch. Damn it, Matt. Why couldn't you be a baller on our team? Alright. Onward to the new season. To the draft lottery. Where we have a chance to get a very, very nice pick. So we're going to start the lottery here. And see what kind of shenanigans we get into. We can't fall worse than 6th. So maybe this is where the basketball GM gods will right their wrongs. Always 4th. Always the 4th fucking pick. Every single time. Fuck. But we're going to get something good here, right? We're going to get something real nice. No. No, that's not going to happen either. What do we need? We got one guy that scores 20 points. And we're probably going to trade him because he's got a $30 million contract. And that's incredibly wasteful. So maybe we need to get this young shooting guard who seems to have some pretty good shooting stats. 94 from 3. 81 inside. Great blocker already. Can dunk. Shitty free throw shooter. But around 70 from the 2-point. Oladapo. It's the Bizarro Oladipo. Okay. You're on the squad. Congratulations. Who has the best overall? Oh, wow. Look at this. Ron Watson. A nice 3-and-D. Point guard. 21. 56 overall already. What kind of stats we looking at here? Decent speed. Decent strength. Can work on his passing. Can steal. Great defensive player already. Not really great endurance, but coming off the bench, it's not too bad. This is going to be a great pickup here. We'll see how that goes. And then Malcolm Wallace, young center. See how they develop. And I don't even want to select anybody here, but I have so many fucking picks. So who do we want to resign? Nobody. We don't want any of them. Scrubs. A lot of them. We have 13 mil. I think we should trade Prince Notley here. He's not going to get any better. So this is a good time to go to the trading block and select Notley, who is, it's got some stats, got some good things going on. But it's just too much money being spent on that nonsense. Now this is very interesting. Let me just take a cruise through all of these options here. We can trade for a young point guard, 24 years old, who can dish the ball, grabs rebounds, scores in double figures. But it is also a $30 million contract, but it's only for 1 season. So we kind of get to evaluate. We get to see what we're buying into. And so we're going to do that. Even though it's still a 30 million contract, we're getting a better deal here, I think. And we could see improvements at this age. So we're going to do that. Straight up trade. Thank you very much. Justin Peckinpah. We've got to get rid of this contract. This is abysmal. It's not going to happen straight up. Maybe we can package some other things in there. Joe Wilcher. I don't want to, but maybe the young player will encourage some other trades. No. No, we might just stay with these contracts as is. How much do I have and what is available in free agency? That's a really good question. Chase Durda's here was already let go from Toronto. What did he do in Toronto? Nothing. Not a dang thing. So happy to see him go there. But what can we do? Now this is interesting because Chris Hooper here is 22, 50 overall with a 79 potential for 6.9 giggity mil. Do we take the chance on that? Do we spend this very precious cap space on future potential? And I say we do. But my roster's full, so we got to get rid of some of these peeps. Some of these rookies are gone. Who else? The rest of you are staying. We might get rid of some of these older guys like Peckinpah. You just have to go. You can't stay here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So we're just gonna eat that contract. It's 12 mil for the next 2 seasons, but we have a lot of young players, so it's not really gonna be too big of a deal. Extremely young team. Extremely young team. It's future's looking okay. We're gonna sign this contract, and we have room for 1 more. But do we have the money to pick anybody up? We have 6 mil. We could get a veteran point guard, but we have a lot of really good point guards already. This market is just flooded with point guards. This is ridiculous. I would really like a front court player, but somebody with a little bit of youth. Let's sort by PER. See some crazy PERs here. Who? We could filter by position and say we want forwards. That is not the position field. We want forwards. And we want to sort by overall. And then we want to, they have to be less than 6 mil, right? So we have Eddie Thibodeau here, who's 22, 61 overall. And that fits the bill. So you are on the team, small forward. Or no, because he's too old. Okay. So we have spent our money. We're just under the salary cap. Our roster is completely full. We are loaded with young players. And we still have 2 first-round picks coming in 2023. So there's some more opportunities in the future. And if a lot of these guys develop, we could trade them for picks as well. Let's go to the roster. Let's go to the preseason. We did a lot of moves in this offseason. Let's see if they were worthwhile. Nope. Nope. Everybody has disappointed me. Once again. Sadness. Sadness all around. Okay. But my man Javon Blackwood's still on the team. Orlando Harmon. Let's see what happens. Still got a young core. We don't really have to worry about too much for a while. Let's just hope that these players develop and gel and make the fucking playoffs and get some profits. Instead, they are getting blown out left and right. And barely hitting double digit scoring while not making the playoffs. So that was clearly not the goal. Tanner Fortson here, 68 overall, putting up 14.4 and 5.7. It's despicable. We're gonna get a good pick though. This is gonna be the pick that turns everything around. I'm telling you, this is the one. This is the year that we turn this whole fucking boat around. Owner's happy, even though we're a bunch of losers. We are in the 2nd position here in the draft lottery. If we get 4th, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm. I'm so sick of seeing the number 4 in my pick. Okay. Everything went according to plan. I don't have to throw my hat across the room. So let's go to the draft now, where we have a really shit draft. Just terrible. Rarely do you see a draft this fucking bad. So yeah, it's really hard to put into words how sad I am right now. Do we want to pick up Kareem Cunningham? Everything is based on potential. He has no fucking stats. No worthwhile stats. What about Mark Mitchell here? Wow, Mark Mitchell is an interior beast already. 99 dunk, 99, 100 inside, 95 block. Even has a little steal ability. Completely shit rebounder, but that 87 strength is pretty cool, and he could improve. We're gonna pick up Mark Mitchell here. Then we're gonna grab Charles Ritchie. Think no. Scrubs everywhere. Scrubs all over the place. Charles Ritchie gonna get picked up, and then Will McCauley. Go. Tanner Fortson refuses to sign with you. Good. I don't want you to sign. Von Blackwood wants 9 mil. Almost averaged a double-double. 9 points, 9 rebounds. But I'm not gonna give you 9 mil right now. You only have 47 potential. Like, that's not happening, bro. Sorry. Okay. Onward to free agency, where we have 39 million. It's pretty good. But nobody wants to sign with my team because we're fucking terrible. So that's sad. Maybe it's better to wait and see how the players develop and see if there's somebody available next season. Let's see what happens with the squad. We have such a young team. There's no reason to rush all this. I mean, our starting squad is not terrible. Let's just see how they develop. Oh yeah, they're bad. Yeah, they're really bad. Chris Hooper here. I don't know why Ladapo going in front of Hooper here, but Hooper is going to, or I don't usually move those guys manually, but he definitely deserves it. Chris Hooper, topped 11, even improved his potential. If anything, Oladapo has got to go. We're still well under the salary cap. Some players did develop. Okay. We're going to roll with the squad here. Got a good mix. Got some okay bench players. Let's see what the squad can do. Onward. Playoffs. And it looks like we're going to get a great pick this season, which is exciting. Really excited to see the high draft pick that we're going to get at the end of this season. We haven't made it to the finals at all this stream. I've been streaming for an hour. One of the worst basketball streams of all time. One of the worst, if not the worst. I may be the best at the worst basketball streams of all time. As long as we don't get 4th. I don't even care if we pick 6th. I just don't want to be 4th. Don't be 4th, please. Please just don't do that shit. Okay, 5th. That's fine. We'll take it. At this point, we're going to take it. Look at this. If we get Chris Haywood, that would be awesome. This is very interesting because there's a lot of, wow, there's 480 potentials. And a bunch of them are young, which the computer typically prefers. Just like these Republican politicians in the news these days. So let's see. Let's see. We might get Chris Haywood here, which is who I'm looking for. Okay. Let's start the draft. We're not going to get Chris Haywood. It's not going to happen. But Jamar Orr is an interesting prospect here. Has some good potential. Good jumps. Got them jumps. I think we're going to get Jamar Orr. 82 potential. What's the worst that could happen? And then we'll get Cesar Torres. Let's resign some players here. Well, thankfully, a lot of our players want to resign, so we're gonna get Chris Hooper here. I think it's worth it. He's got some good potential left. He's 63 overall, only asking for 19 mil. It's not like it's the max, and that might be it actually. Yeah, we're gonna resign Chris here. 2 seasons, that's all you want? You don't want to go? Okay, that's fine. Until free agency, we go. And we have 24 million to screw around with, which means we just need a little bit, and we can get Franz Nefoy. Isn't this the guy that we saw in the draft? I wanted this guy. What is he doing? 15 points, 7 rebounds. Still has a chance to improve. He's only 23. Or do we get Javin Edwards? We can pick up right now. But he's 71 overall. Only putting up 15 points. Look at this motherfucker right here. Julius Schletter. Putting up 30 points per game. God dang. A lot of interesting choices to make here. But I think we're going to make the choice based on potential. So we just have to clear out one of these rookies that we picked up. Not Jamar. We got to keep Jamar. Cesar Torres is going to go. Bye-bye, Cesar. And we're going to get Franz. Not exactly excited to sign with us, but he's willing to sign for the right price. 24 mil. It's pretty good for a player who is not going to be great right now. But we're hoping that that changes. So let's go to the preseason and see what happens. Well, Franz Nefoy is pop 6. Jamar Orr, guy we just drafted, pop 12. And a bunch of players drop 2, which is not horrible, but it's not amazing either. So this is our new squad. It is incredibly mediocre. Go to the player ratings. Who's the best player in the game? Franco Kuick and Brandon Mossy, man. Some really good players here. Best in the game from Croatia. Lots of good young players. Some Matter said in the Discord chat, developer chat, that he was interested in working on the player progression system next, which is extremely exciting to hear. I think that's one of the biggest pain points in the game at this point. So figuring that out and improving that would be really great. And I would still love it if there was like some sort of style system. So players had, well, I guess it's already kind of like that. I guess I wish there was coaching styles, and so that there was actual coaches for each team, and those coaches had a style, and so you could hire a coach, and then not only would you want to hire players that fit the style that you want to play, but also you would have to hire a coach that knows how to teach that style. And so maybe even each player has like a basketball intelligence for a certain kind of style, So that would be interesting. And so it would be interesting because if a player stayed on your team longer and they learned faster and they learned how to play that style really fast, it wouldn't matter if maybe they weren't as fast as other players. If they could play well in the system, that would be really good. There's a lot of players throughout the years for a lot of teams that were signed because they played well in the system. I mean, you look at Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher was not an imposing figure on anyone, but like when he was on the Lakers, he played his role really well, and he made some big shots as well. So, you know, having these player intelligences and these player progressions within a coaching system and a coaching style, that would be really interesting. And so that'd be cool because, you know, I want to see coaches on computer teams get fired if they don't do well. So maybe they don't hire the right players, or they hire players and the players don't learn fast enough. And so it's not really the coach's style that's at fault, but it's the talent that's at fault. And so there's a lot of interesting dynamics there. You have to try to balance having the right players, or you could, you know, have the Eric Spoelstra effect and not necessarily be an amazing coach, but you get 3 fucking, you know, superstars on your team. Like how are you gonna fuck that up, you know? So that would be interesting. It's my little basketball GM rant on improving the game. We all have opinions, right? Okay, let's see what happens this season. This might be the first stream where I don't actually win championship at all, but our team is destroying right now. Just absolutely crushing the competition. We're about to get 50 wins this season, I think. Yeah, holy shit, 57. So this is the best season that we've had. If we take a look at our pickup, Franz, wow, 19 points per game, almost 10 rebounds, pretty great. And then Chris Hooper, who we re-signed, 17 points, 4.7 rebounds. All right, Mark Mitchell coming off the bench, putting up 12.5 points and 6.6 rebounds. So it's nice to have a guy coming off the bench like that. And everybody's still pretty young. We could see more improvements. Let's go to the playoffs here and see if we can win our first championship before this terrible fucking stream ends. We're going to simulate 1 week here. And we're going to win 7 games. We almost fucked that up. And we're going to win our first game against the Muscle pretty well. They're the 7th seed. Somehow they beat Philadelphia. But it looks like we are going to strong arm the Muscle here. We just destroyed them. 94-79. But they came back with a very tight win, 86-84, going to the Muscle. But Mark Mitchell made the game-winning basket at the buzzer, 90-89, in a classic that's going to put us up 3-1. But can we finish off the Muscle? We can. We can. So we're going to go against the first seed here, Miami, once we get things finished in the Western Conference. And we're going to beat them 113-101 on their court. Pretty good. Cyclones get knocked out, but they're going to come back, beat us handedly, 120-101. Can we continue here? Nope. Joe Witcher was injured for the game, came back. They beat us by almost 25 points. And they're going to continue their winning streak here. 87, 83 Cyclones getting prepared to knock us out, and they are going to do it in 5 games. Sadness. Sadness all around. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go and move forward. At least we lost to the champs, and finally we have some players making some of the all-league teams, all defensive teams. We're gonna play one more season here. We don't get fired. We're not gonna get a good lottery pick. Let's just go to the draft. Picking 12th. This was from Toronto. This is the pick that we had before. And actually, we're gonna get a decent player out of this. Antone Forhan Kelly, 59 overall, the 69 giggity potential, 22 years old. Fair enough. It's going to bolster the front court a little bit, keep the team young, get another power forward out of this, and then a shooting guard, and then another shooting guard. We're going to let go a bunch of them, I think. We're not going to be re-signing anybody here. They're all disappointments, all of them. They should be ashamed. But Dumb Matter has not programmed shame into the game yet. So hopefully that's coming. We have 16 mil. Screw around with. Can we clean up some nasty contracts and maybe do something else? Well, you know, it's interesting because we don't have a terrible team. As long as everybody improves and they're young, so it might happen. Let's just work with the money that we have here. We have 16 mil. We can get a shooting guard that put us 17 points last season to go along with 5 rebounds. Comes off the bench, does the do. That's all we need. Take it. 4 seasons. Roster is set. Go to the preseason and see if we can get some developments out of these guys. Well, Mark Mitchell, pop 6. Mar Orr, improving, pop 3. Franz Nefoir, reaching 70 overall. We got a couple of guys picking things up off the bench. So we're under the salary cap. And we saw some improvements to go into the starting lineup. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to release some of these really extra scrubby scrub players that are definitely not going to do anything. All right. I think that it is time to win a motherfucking championship. And it looks like we're cruising pretty fucking good to start the season off, making a good profit. Already winning 40 games. Already winning 50 games. Can we make it 60? We can. This is our first 60-win season. Unfortunately, we do have a significant injury here with Franz Nefoir out. So that's 20 points and 9 rebounds. Sitting on the bench with a wrap around their calf. Sadness always seems to find me. Hmm. Well, we're just gonna have to try to power through that. Made some good money. Let's win some fucking hardware. Let's just cruise through the first week here. See if we can beat Detroit. And we did. Franz Foix, as soon as he came back, we won. So if he can just stay healthy. We just crushed the cheesesteaks. I want a Philly cheesesteak right now. I'm so hungry. I saw a recipe on how to make one and it looked really, really good. I should fucking go make that tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Making my own Philly cheesesteak. 3-0 against the cheesesteaks. Can we close this out? No. No, they're trying to make it difficult. But finally, we're going to win. But Franz Foix, injured with a herniated disc, out for 20 games. There goes our championship hopes. All is lost. Darkness, once again, has found me. And sadness is overwhelming. Somehow we managed to pull out a W here against the Whirlwinds, 124-100. But can we continue? We cannot. 111, 99 Whirlwinds, spinning up a storm. But we were able to pull out a win to tie the series 2-2 while losing another player. Can we continue this streak with our best player sitting on the bench? We can. 120, 111. Monuments. Trying to close this out so that we can go against the 8th seed Vancouver, who somehow beat the 1st seed, the 4th seed, the 2nd seed handedly, while we pitter-patter along here as the 2nd seed. This is going to go to a game 7. Extremely big game here. I think it's worth watching this one live. Let's take it live here. Chicago Whirlwinds at the Washington Monuments for a chance to go to the finals. Franz Foix, injured, not going to play. Orlando Harmon is taking the starting spot there. Point guard. Too many guards. Floor, if you ask me. I have way too many fucking guards. We're going to speed it up a little bit here. So far, plus minus, my team is terrible. Everybody's just bad. Everyone is horrible. We're down by 11 currently with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. The sadness is now a thick, warm blanket wrapped around me, which is ironically slightly comforting. Somehow we're managing to maintain a tight game here. 31-32. Whirlwinds holding it down. Leading scorer for our team is Jamar Orr. Not a whole lot of passing going around. We've got 6 assists against their 11 assists. Aaron Waller for the Whirlwinds with 10 points. Only one in double figures. Orlando Harmon, though, coming off the bench, I believe. No, he was starting. He has 9 points. We are currently down by about 5. almost 10 now. So it's not looking so hot. Currently down by 4 or something. I don't math very well. But we're getting back in there. Leading now. Monuments finally pulling into the lead momentarily, while now losing by 4 again. Jamar Orr with 20 points. It's the only one doing anything worth a damn. The Whirlwinds have 4 starters scoring in double figures already. But it's tight. It's really tight. We've got about 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Chicago is up by 4. So we really need somebody. Jamar Orr, he's not in the game at the moment, but we need him. We need him to get in there, do something. Eddie Thibodeau got 6 turnovers. Why is he in the game? I don't understand. Still down by 4, 2 minutes left in the game. Make that 5. We're going to have to hit some nasty shots. We're going to want to pull away here. Nope. Whirlwind's pulling away. Up by 7. This warm blanket is wrapping tighter with every tick of the clock, and the ironic comforting is slowly suffocating me until there's nothing left. No air left to power my sails as we wind down this fourth quarter here with the Washington Monuments losing to the Chicago Whirlwind 95-108 with our best player 18 points and 9 rebounds sitting on the bench. If there's any consolation to be made here, we do have the 6th man of the year on our team. So that's going to be that.
It's going to be the end of the stream today, where we spent about an hour struggling to find some players that would actually develop into superstars. And then at the end, when we had an opportunity to take it all the way, our best player got injured, and we lost a very close game in the fourth quarter. So, hate this game. Hate everything about it. But I love you all. So, everyone in the chat, Bart, Creeper, Lizzie. Still got some carbonation in me. Excuse me. Thanks for kicking it. It's late now. I'm gonna go get a snack and I'm gonna go cry. And it's all Dumb Matter's fault. You have to live with that dumb matter. You just made a grown man cry.